Album covers are usually one of the most important elements behind the marketing of an album, and I don't really know why. I've never really made a video on album covers, so here it is. Mind you, these are not necessarily my favorites of all time, these are just the ones that I came up with when I was making this video, so if you want me to do a part 2 or even multiple parts of this video, then go ahead and leave it in the comments because I can definitely do that. Now the first one I want to talk about is Revolver. If you follow me, you know that most of my videos are about the Beatles, and while many of you would probably go for Abbey Road or Sgt. Pepper, the Revolver album cover was a before and after, not only for the Beatles, but for the music world overall. Although it's in black and white, this album cover feels fresh and modern even today, almost 60 years after the album was released. And it also did a really good job signaling the change of sound the band adopted in this album, so yeah. The next one is the cover for what in my opinion is one of the greatest albums ever made, Lift Your Skinny Fists Like Antennas to Heaven by Godspeed You Black Emperor. It's hard to explain why I love it so much without getting a little poetic, but for me, the cover represents the ultimate ability of the human race, and that is the ability to create. This album has some of the most inspirational musical passages in the history of music. If you've heard the album, then you know what I mean when I say that it awakens something in you, and it makes you feel amazed by the creativity of the boys from Godspeed to create an album that transcends music itself. Of course, my personal relationship with the album has a lot to do with my opinion on the cover, but I feel like the cover is a perfect visual representation of the music in this album, and for that I think it deserves a mention. Last but not least, we have Frank Sinatra's In the Wee Small Hours, and believe me, I hate myself for this one. I know this album cover looks like nothing special, but Frank Sinatra was one of the first to use his albums as a project rather than a vehicle to get airplay. Back then, an album cover was supposed to sell based on the names and the looks of the person featured on the album. You'd often see the names of some of the singles and the picture would focus on the face of the artist. But Frank and his marketing team had a slightly different approach. His album covers mirrored the album's mood, and it only takes one listen to know that they completely nailed it with this cover, adding this to the list of reasons why this album is seen as one of the first examples of the modern album. Many people point to the Beatles, Pink Floyd, and the Velvet Underground as one of the first to use the album cover as a means to depict the music that's in the album in a visual form, but in my opinion that title should go to Frank Sinatra and albums like In the Wee Small Hours and also Songs for the Swinging Lovers. But of course this is only my own personal opinion. As I said in the beginning, I can probably make dozens of videos talking about more album covers, so let me know if you want a part 2, and of course I hope to see your own favorites in the comment section.